Hey folks, we're back. Board Bob here. Back to Factorio Modded. Um, Last episode, or what have you, we were talking about working on getting electric furnaces. We're up to the point where we can start researching those. And I went ahead and uh, created enough blue science to be able to go ahead and do that. We're gonna throw 25 in each of these. That will give us the ability to go ahead and research it. It's 250. I split it up. We have 10, so 25 apiece. It's going to probably be our fastest, most efficient way to do this. We'll see how it goes. We should at this point have enough of the other sciences coming in to be able to fill that up. Once we get that banged out, we are going to look at doing research for flamethrowers so we can start clearing some of the forest out. Because if you remember, I was saying we kind of want to put the smelting area like right up here, I guess. And as you can see, there's a lot of trees. So if we give ourselves the flamethrower, then we ought to be able to clear a lot of that out. So we're going to head in that direction next. So let's see what it takes to do that. It's going to take us 50 green and 50 red, which is not a problem. But that brings us to this, which means we're going to need 50 military science packs. So while we're waiting on this research to complete, why don't we go ahead and make some military science packs. So we're going to need grenades, which I went ahead and started a grenade factory down here because we're going to want grenades for other things too anyway. The other thing we're going to need is we're going to need armor piercing rounds, and we're going to need gun turrets. Now we're going to need 50 gun turrets. That's a fair amount of gun turrets. The armor piercing rounds aren't so bad to make. We do need steel for that. We have some steel being produced down here that I started for these engines. So we got that going, and we'll grab up what we've got of it, and we'll grab up some of the magazines, and we'll go ahead and we'll get started on the armor piercing rounds. We can only make 12. What's it take? We're short on copper. Okay, so copper we can grab easy enough. Copper's right here. Let's grab up a bunch of copper. And that gives us 30. What are we short on now? We're still short on copper. So we'll grab up what we can of this copper. 33 is 40, right? And that was what we had for steel. So of course we're going to need some more steel. So we'll grab up, we'll let that cook. We'll grab up what we can here and what we can here, and we'll make, you know, all that we can of those. So now for gun turrets, what are we going to need? We are going to ultimately need gears, copper, and iron plates. Well, we're making gears, but they're all going towards our production. We don't want to bother our production right now. So let's go ahead. Again, our limiter here is copper. So let's just scoop up a bunch of this copper. I figure while we're killing the time waiting for that research, we may as well get this started so that when the time comes, we can just jump right on into our flamethrowers. So let's snag all that up. It's going to slow our science production down temporarily, but as you can see, our belt's pretty full, so we don't have to worry too much about it. So let's bang out some gun turrets here. Let's go ahead and whack out all 21 of them that we can, and then we'll go from there, and we'll grab some grenades. I think it's probably going to be plenty of grenades. What is it for? It's one of each, right? Yep, one, and one. So we need 50. So we need 50 grenades, which we got 100, plenty. We're going to need 29 more turrets to be made, and another probably 15 or so. Let's see, 30 is 47, 48. Looks like we're going to need another, what, two armor-piercing round magazines. So that's not hardly much at all. So we're good with that one. Let's make the 6. Just, might as well. It's there. So let's look at what do we need. We're back. We need iron plate. And luckily, we have a chest right down here with our iron plate in it. So let's grab some iron plate and throw some more gun turrets into production. So like I say, we're gonna set that smelting plant up here in this area up here. So the question then becomes, where are we going to do science? Because we're going to go ahead and build our big science research station as well, and that's going to just keep right on cooking. So my thought process was, since we're going to be putting our smelting right here, and we're keeping it kind of out of our way by putting it up here, we're going to wall off probably here to start. I'm thinking here, here, and here maybe. That will lop off that whole big section there. If we do here and here, that lops off this whole section to work with. I'm debating on where I want to put my science. I want to keep it out of the way permanently. Because I want it to be a permanent setup. I don't want to have to move it again. I don't want it to be in the way of anything. So I'm thinking what we may do is we may put it up at the top, right in this area. There's nothing there really resource-wise that we're going to be getting in the way of. We'll have some pretty decent clear space. So I think we're going to probably put it someplace in this area as well. So let's do this. Since we already have the schematic for it from the last time around, let's grab that one out of our schematic library. So we'll go to our schematic library, and we're going to grab our lab schematic and bring it into this game. All of these, of course, are in the shared blueprints. They're not in the game yet, including all of our railroad stuff from the last series, and we will probably grab some of that stuff out of there at some point, especially the railroad stuff and what have you. But for right now, let's grab the lab, the lab schematic, or blueprint rather. Let's grab ourselves a blueprint book, and just for the sake of keeping everything organized, let's get our blueprints into our blueprint book, shall we? Alright, so there's a blueprint book. Drop that in there. Now we can just grab our blueprint. If we had more, we could rotate through them. We don't need more. We got what we want. So now we're just kind of waiting for that science to cook through so that we can start on our military science, which is, slowly but surely processing its way through there. Let's take what we've got and get started on our military science as well, and get that queued up and ready to go. Let's see. So there's that. So we got a slow minute here for a minute. Let's see what else we got going. Alright, so once we get this smelting area done, we're going to go after these heavily and get those starting to mine and dump out as much iron as we can, as much copper as we can. We'll keep this stuff going temporarily, but this is going to be our main area of concentration. So we're also going to want to do a bunch of mining, miner drills. So let's go ahead and look and see what we need to do to build miner drills, and see if we can't get that automated as well. So here we go. Let's see, miner drills. And for miner drills, we need green circuits, we need iron gears, and we need iron plates. Well, guess what? I think we're making some of that already up here. So yeah, we're making, there's our gears, there's our plates, There's our circuits. Now, admittedly, that's going to slow this down, but we don't care because we're moving all of this up there anyway. You know, we're gonna once we get that one up there running, we're gonna get rid of all of this. So let's steal off of this while we're at it, and go ahead and start making ourselves some miner drills, because why not, right? Alright, so let's see what we can do here. Let's do this, right? And then let's grab ourselves some inserters, and we want an inserter, an inserter, and an inserter. And let's do an underground belt. And we'll do an underground belt for this. And for this, do we have a long-handed inserter? We do have a long-handed inserter. So we'll put a long-handed inserter there instead. Right? There we go. Now, how are we getting our green over there? Let's see. Oh, I know how we're getting our green over there. We're going to put an inserter there. We're going to put an underground here. Again, I know this is ugly, guys, but it's just all temporary. This is just to get us going. I don't really care that it is ugly, because it is all temporary. Now, that should allow us to grab, yep, there we go. That's going to allow us to grab the plates. So if we put that there, and we grab ourselves a chest, put a chest in, there we go. Now we're going to start making a bunch of drills, and we'll just let that run, because we'll go ahead and pick off of that later, to mine those big areas over there. So how are we doing on our science here? Cooking right along, it looks like. Let's grab another 15. So it's 28 is 38 is 43. 40. No, that's 29. I'm sorry. It just added to it. I was thinking I added. Okay, so we have 29. There's 30. So we're going to need another 20 more, right? What are we holding up on with it? Gun turrets. Looks like we got enough armor piercing rounds. Looks like we got enough grenades. We're definitely going to need more gun turrets. So we got last one cooking. That's 33, right? Yep, there we go, 33. So we need 17 more to get to our 50, right? So let's look. Of course, copper. All right, well, not a problem. Copper, right here. We'll just grab it. There we go. And that gives us, well, that gives us 3 more. Now what do we miss? Okay, now we're back to plates. So let's grab some plates. Alright, and grab some plates here. Doon. And that gives us 15. 15 3 is 18, so that should give us enough. So we just have to wait for that to build. In the meantime, how much do we have for the black? Alright, we have 12. We're getting there. Alright, so that is done. We can start building our smelting area. Woohoo! In the meantime, let's start conducting the research for flammables, so that we can progress to our research for flamethrowers. That didn't take us too long at all, did it? Alright, so smelting area, we want electric furnaces. So electric furnaces are going to take red circuits and steel plates and stone bricks. Well, we have stone bricks being made. We don't have the other stuff really being made, though, do we? We have some steel plate being made, but red circuits we definitely do not have going yet. We have plastic going, I think. Do we actually have some red circuits going already? No, we just have the plastic for them. Alright, well, plastic is plastic, right? So let's go ahead and set up some manufacturing for our red circuits. And for red circuits, we need green circuits, which we need copper cable for. And we need that for those anyway. We need plates for that. All right, so let's go over here. Because realistically, the only thing we need different for green circuits versus red circuits is the plastic. So where are we making our green circuits? We're making our green circuits right there. Do we want to pluck off? All right, you know what? Going to be a little more, again, going to be convoluted because we're just kind of bootstrapping everything together here, I guess, right now. This is going to be our copper wire, and then that's going to go to our green circuits. Oops, you know what? It's going to go to our green circuits, and it's going to go to our red circuits. Our green circuits are going to go to our red circuits. Copper wire here, right? Green circuits, we need copper wire and plate. We got to bring plate up. Red circuits, we need copper wire, green circuits, and plastic bars. So, plastic bars. There we go. All right. So that's plastic bars. Now we just need to bring our iron up here for our green circuits, right? Yeah. Just need our iron for our green circuits, and I do believe, yes I do. So we will pop in a splitter, and we'll just steal some off of here. And that should give us, with the exception of the plastic, which we'll go over here and grab it, everything we need for our red circuits, I do believe. Let's just grab all of it, put it in that chest, because we'll definitely use the red circuits later, so even if we make more than what we need, we'll use them. So why not, right? There we go. Now, electric. Let's see if we can fit, we can fit almost all of it on one. So we'll throw that down, we'll throw a pole and a pole, and then we just need to put it into something, don't we? So let's put a chest down here, grab an inserter, there we go. Now we're making our red, right? Right. And what did we want that for? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, now I remember. We wanted that for our electric furnaces. So we got our red going, we got our brick going, we got some steel production, but it's really just hand fed right now. Let's fix our steel production so that we actually have a bit of a better situation for our steel production going than what we've got right now. So, do we have any? No, we don't. We'll go ahead and let this one burn out and use up what it's got, and then we're going to move this around a little bit and just kind of automate it so that it just stays producing, because that way we can just grab the stuff and throw it in there for now. Once we get a decent pile of each, and we'll set up a manufacturing location for it, and we'll just put chests and we'll dump it in the chests for now. Alright, so we need our military science so that we can go ahead and research flamethrowers. So let's divide this out. Let's see. You know what? There we go. So, and I'm just kind of trying to keep it, you know, a little even so we can go a little faster with it. It ain't gonna be perfect, but you know, it'll get us going, right? So we got there, 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 there. And there we go. So now we oops, and we didn't start it. We just picked it and then walked away from it. There we go. All right, so it won't take long for our flamethrower science to get researched, and we'll be good to go. So now let's move this. And this again is kind of a temporary move, realistically, because as soon as we get our smelting area done, that's going to be taking care of our steel production as well. So, you know, that's life. But for right now, there we go. Right? And that'll give us enough that we can get started on making some of these furnaces. Right? So grab up what red there is, and then let's go down here. We're making bricks, but they're all going into walls right now. So let's do this. Let's get ourselves a chest going down here for bricks. We'll put it before the walls, just so we can get going, because our walls aren't our biggest priority right now. This kind of is. Can we make even one? Well, you know, we can make one. Well, that's nice, because we can take that over here, even though we just did all of this, which is, you know, we can take it back. We'll let that finish out. We'll put a furnace down here. Now that we have electric furnaces, we don't need to worry about bringing the coal in, and it's twice as fast as this sucker. So that can get us really kind of going on our production of our electric furnaces that we need. Once we get some of this, you know, initial stuff ironed out, and get our large scale processing operation going, this is going to go a lot quicker. This is just kind of, this whole thing is a kludge, you know, just to get us to that point of being able to just go into overdrive on our production. All right, come on. Yeah, so we got 2 more coming out of there, and then we'll be done with that. How we doing on our grenades? Well, we're looking good on grenades. I limited it to 1 row. That should be plenty of grenades for anything we need for now. You know, there we go. There's our flamethrower research. I guess we didn't need as much as I thought we needed after all. All right, so what are we going to research now, guys? Let's see. I don't want to start making any blue science until I'm moved where I want to be. So what do we want? Well, mining productivity would be nice. Gates would be nice, but electric engines would be nice. It gets us on our way towards robots, and it also gets us on our way towards power armor. You know, but we're going to wait on that until we really kind of get our production going. Lasers be nice for the turrets. You know what? Let's do our mining productivity, since we are going to be ramping up our smelting and stuff very soon anyway. Let's just go ahead and ramp up our production. We'll do the research on the production. I don't know why I did that. You know what? We'll take that away. Once that's done, we'll be done. I forgot I hadn't taken the the inserter away. So we'd be sitting here all day waiting for it to burn through all the coal. So there we go. All right. So let's take that out of there. Let's move this. And where's the one we built? I know we built one. Didn't we? Oh, we haven't built it yet. We're still waiting on the military science. Okay, not a problem. So, yeah, we're almost done with it. We got one more military science to bang through after this one. There we go. So there's no sense running all the way over here. We'll let it finish. We'll get this going. Boom, there we go. And as soon as this is done, we're gonna go start making flamethrower fuel. So there we go. Let's put it right here. Goes into, goes outa, and a chest. There we go. No more coal, no more fuss, no more muss. Alright, do we have a... Yes, we do. We have a chemical plant. Because we need steel, we need light oil, we need heavy oil, and we need a chemical plant. So we are going to need pipe. And do we have any more curved pipe? No, we don't. Alright, let's go get some curved pipe. Let's go get some iron. Make some curved pipe. Take all of that. We got some steel. So let's make ourselves some curvy pipe. Curvy pipe. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 25. That should be plenty. So we need the plant to be. Where is the plant? There's the chemical plant. All right, let's put the plant right here. Let's see what it's gonna want. In which side? There we go. So good. We are on the right sides. Okay. So let's pick this up, and we wanna bring this down so that we know it lines up. At least like a so. Right? And then we want to bring this one over so that it lines up like a so. And then that, oh yeah, well, best laid plans of mice and men, right? There we go. Let's not be so stupid this time. Now we need a single pipe. You know what? Let's do this the easy way. There we go. There's our pipe. And then we don't have a pole. Give me a pole. There's a pole. We need a chest and an inserter. Need a chest. Need an inserter. Need a chest. Need an inserter. There. There we go. Now we're making flamethrower fuel. So since we're making flamethrower fuel, let's make a flamethrower. So we need gears and plates, gears and plates, gears and plates. Well, gee, I wonder where we can find some plates. Right? Let's make a flamethrower. Whee! And then we can go up there and get rid of that forest. Right, one more, there we go. Let's go clear this forest out of our way, or at least a good bit of it. Obviously, we're not going to be able to burn down the whole thing, but we can certainly clear some of it out. Let's look first where it goes so that we don't inadvertently burn ourselves to the ground. Goes down here, this way, up that way. I think we are okay. I don't think we're going to have to worry too much about it spreading into our stuff. So let's go up here and get rid of this forest. Whee! Now this might bring some biters our way. This might piss some biters off. If it does, we will deal with them. We do have some turrets down, so knock on wood. That should cover us for the most part, and then we'll deal with any stragglers that we have to. Just really handy to be able to clean them out this way. I mean, it doesn't get every tree, but it definitely makes life a little easier with regards to clearing this stuff out. Now, we did already go through these woods and pull out any of the ruins, so we don't have to worry too much about losing anything that we didn't see as far as freebie stuff. So there we go. We'll just let that burn. Doesn't look like it's going to get too close to us. How are we looking with it? Oh yeah, clearing us out. Clean this out. Clean this out. Doing good. We can see. We can kind of watch it advance here. A little bit. Is it going out? I wonder if it's going out up there. Well, we can't be having that, can we? Nah, it's progressing. It's headed up in that direction. Nice. So yeah, that's going to make it a little faster getting this area cleared out. Most definitely. Yeah, it's still burning nice. All right, cool. So, you know, we'll still have a few trees to clear. Nothing like what it would have been before. You can see all the ones that are down. There's quite a few down. Now we could go back and hit them again, I guess, but it really doesn't do much. I mean, it you know, we could take them out individually, but why? That's what we have these for. I mean, we can finish the job where we need to, you know, if we need to. But, you know, we'll cross that path when we come to it. Right now, let's just burn the forest and get it out of our way. Let's see how our steel production is going here, so that we can get going on these furnaces. Alright, so we got 50 steel, we got some red circuits, we got what, 19. Let's see what we got for bricks. Excuse me. Oh, we good on bricks. Let's limit that. There we go. So that's that. Let's go up and get the rest of these red circuits, whatever they are. That's 90 of them. There we go. Alright, so let's come back down here. Since our longest wait is clearly going to be our iron, let's put our factory right here next to the iron, right? And let's feed the rest of it into the factory. And out of the factory, right? So, stone bricks, red circuits. And the reason I'm doing it in separate chests is it's going to be a little bit more visually enabling for me, that I will be able to see what we're out of. Just going to make it a little easier for me to be able to keep track of what we're low on, if I separate them out. So there we go. So now we got our electric furnaces going, and that's going to get us far. All right, guys. So that's going to get us going. Until we have that, we're really kind of stuck a little. I suppose we could go up here and we could go ahead and cite this blueprint for our lab, so that we know where we're going to do it. So if we go on up here, see how this forest burned out for us. I thought we would tuck the lab up here in this corner somewhere, like right in here maybe. It'll be out of our way and undisturbed. And if we flip it, we can sit her like right in here and just bring everything in this way. So we got a few trees to clear out, to just set this schematic down, or this blueprint down. Man, I'm in a habit of calling them schematics. Well, you know, old habits die hard, folks. And you know, I have a lot of habits, a lot of old habits. You get to be as old as me, you tend to develop a lot of old habits. Sorry about the boom booms. We're almost done. Down the road, we'll have the robots to do our dirty work for us, and this will go even quicker at that point. Alright, good enough, right? Yeah, good enough. Of course, now it's dark. I hope you guys can see that. So, looks like we're going to throw her down. Again, we don't need to be right on top of each other. We got plenty of room. So we'll just throw that down there. Obviously, we don't have robots, so it's not really going to lay it down for us, but it certainly gives us our layout to go reference by, so that we don't have to scratch our heads on how to lay this out. No sense in reinventing the wheel yet again, when it's already there. So now we got it up there. Now we can just, you know, grab our pieces, parts that we need, throw them down, and get her going. Yeah, it's a little ways away from our start point, but that's okay, because this will be all going away, other than mining the resources, in pretty short order. Once we get it moved, we'll worry about that part up there. You know, once we get moved up there, then we are good. So we're cooking right along. How are we doing on furnaces? We got 3. All right, so let's go up and put these labs down, put what we've got for belts down, and you know, get a little bit of it, you know, set up there. Do we have a couple of gun turrets? Do we have any ammo? Because I want to put a gun turret or 2 up there, since it's going to be up there by itself. For now, we next episode, I think we're going to start walling stuff off. I think that's going to be our goal for next episode, is to start getting things walled off so that we don't have to worry about things in our base area. So let's go ahead and set these suckers down. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, we got 10 down there in the other lab, so that'll give us our labs. So let's now I know yellow belts for now. That's what we've got. We can go back and replace all of this later. And now it's just a matter of following the layout. There's one complete loop other than these. There you go. So that's one complete loop. And let's do another one. And again, my hat's off to Joe Mama for this design. Definitely digging it. There we go. Underground. And loop number 2 is finished. Right? There we go. So how many belts do we have? Oh, we got plenty of belts. We got plenty of belts. So let's make the gazinta for these belts then, shall we? Is that? Yeah, that's right, because that goes there. Definitely a lot to be said for blueprints. There's no sense reinventing the wheel every single time if you don't have to. So there we go. That's one side of it, folks. And we're basically doing exactly the same thing on this end that we just did on the other end. Which means that what one can do is simply make a blueprint of one end and flip it, and make a blueprint of the middle, and this could be as big as you wanted it to be. So yeah, extremely modular, extremely well laid out. Everybody has access to all of the sciences. You can't really beat it. Not with a stick, anyway. Not that you'd beat your computer with a stick, I'd hope. Although, I've had those days. I'm sure we all have. I missed a couple of inputs here. And all right, how's that look? Yep, there it is, man. All we need now is our poles and our inserters. And even though this isn't set up for substations, so what? I think it's just fine with poles. Because I mean it's early tech, so you can get it up and get it running quickly. But at the same time, it is upgradable. You can just go in and put new belts and new inserters. As far as power poles, it's self-contained enough that having these power poles in here is not going to get in your way. So yeah, I give it a big thumbs up. And do we need anything else for it? Are we got everything we need? Well, we're going to need some long-handed inserters, and we're going to need some inserters at some point. So, you know, oh, you guys let me forget them. We want to put some turrets up here. We don't want this guy to be lonely. So let's put some turrets. Let's put one on each end. Yeah, I know you're out of ammo. And then let's put one on each side in the middle, give or take. And that should give us plenty of overlapping fire. How much ammo do we have? So let's split this in half and give each of them 50. That should be plenty for some time to come. Oops. That should cover any problems we have, right? All right, guys. So, we got our science center set up, and we got our electric furnaces producing. We got our woods a little bit cleared out, and we've got our flamethrower for clearing the rest of it. So, I think that's pretty good progress for one video. So we got her going. All right, guys. So next time around, we are going to be able to start setting up this smelting area as this stuff cooks along, and we will go from there. So I will see you next time around, and y'all have a good day. And don't forget the like, the subscribe, and the comments. Love them comments if I can get them. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.